Before we begin, a quick and important disclaimer. I am not a medical doctor or a dermatologist. The information presented in this video is for educational and informational purposes only, and is based on publicly available research and traditional knowledge. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or another qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Do not disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have seen in this presentation. Let's talk about that feeling. You step out of the shower, you feel clean, but your skin feels tight, stripped. Or maybe you look in the mirror an hour later and see that familiar redness creeping back in around your nose. Or worse, another breakout is forming on your chin, and you just don't understand why. You're doing everything right, you're washing your face, you're using the products everyone on social media swears by. But the irritation, the dryness, the acne, the eczema flare-ups, they just don't stop. What if I told you the problem isn't your skin? What if the problem is the very thing you're using to clean it? Here's a staggering fact. The average American adult uses about 9 personal care products a day, exposing themselves to around 126 unique chemical ingredients. Many of those ingredients are packed into one single product you use every single day without fail: your bar of soap. We've been conditioned to believe that squeaky clean is the goal. We want that rich, bubbly lather and that strong, fresh scent. But that squeak is often the sound of your skin's natural protective barrier being stripped away by harsh detergents. That lather? It's often created by sulfates, chemicals like sodium lauryl sulfate, that are fantastic at degreasing a car engine, and unfortunately, just as effective at degreasing your delicate skin, leaving it vulnerable and irritated. And that fresh scent? It's often a proprietary cocktail of chemicals hidden under the single word fragrance on the label. A word that can legally hide hundreds of different synthetic compounds, many of which are known skin irritants. For years, we've been told to fight our skin problems with more chemicals, more serums, more complicated 10-step routines. But the truth is, sometimes the most powerful solution isn't about adding more. It's about taking away the bad stuff and going back to what actually works. And that's why we need to talk about a soap that's been a well-kept secret for far too long. A simple bar that is quietly changing the game for people who had all but given up on their skin. It's called Healthy White Soul Soap. And in this video, we are going to do something that most brands hope you never do. We are going to turn the bar over and look at the ingredients list. Not just glance at it, but deeply understand it. We are going to break down the main powerhouse ingredients in Healthy White Soul Soap, one by one. You're going to learn exactly what they are, the incredible science and history behind them, and precisely how they work together to soothe, heal, and restore your skin. By the end of this, you won't just know if this soap is right for you. You'll be more educated than 99% of people standing in the soap aisle, and you'll never look at a simple bar of soap the same way again. So let's get right into it. The first, and arguably the most legendary ingredient we need to talk about is a mouthful, but I want you to remember it: Tepescoite. Spelled Tepescoite. This isn't some new trendy ingredient cooked up in a lab. Tepescoite is a tree. Specifically, the bark of a tree, Mimosa tenuiflora, that grows in the southern regions of Mexico. And its local name is incredible: the skin tree. For thousands of years, Mayan cultures revered this tree. They used its reddish-brown bark to create powders and balms to treat burns, wounds, and all sorts of skin afflictions. It was a cornerstone of their traditional medicine, a gift from the earth that they understood had profound healing properties. But for the modern world, the story of Tepescoite truly explodes onto the scene in 1984. A catastrophic gas explosion in Mexico City left thousands of people with horrific burns. The local hospitals were overwhelmed, and they were running out of modern medical supplies. In this moment of desperation, the Red Cross made a call to use this ancient remedy. They brought in powdered Tepescoite bark and applied it directly to the victims' burns. What happened next was nothing short of miraculous. Doctors and aid workers were stunned. They reported that the Tepescoite powder seemed to accelerate healing at an unprecedented rate. It acted as an analgesic, meaning it helped to numb the pain. It had powerful antiseptic properties, preventing devastating infections from setting in, which is a primary danger for burn victims. And most astonishingly, it promoted the regeneration of skin tissue with significantly less scarring than conventional treatments. The results were so dramatic that the Mexican government nationalized Tepescoite, declaring it a part of the country's national heritage. So what is the magic here? What makes this tree bark so powerful that it went from ancient Mayan remedy to a government-protected national treasure? Science has now caught up to what the Mayans knew all along. Tepescoite bark is a complex biochemical factory. It is packed with tannins, which are powerful astringents. Think of them like this. When your skin is inflamed or weeping, like with a bad case of acne or eczema, tannins help to tighten and contract the tissue. They essentially tell the skin to calm down, reduce the redness and control the oozing, creating a protective, dry layer over the wound so it can heal underneath. It's also loaded with flavonoids, which are potent antioxidants. Every day, your skin is under attack from things like UV radiation and pollution. These create free radicals, which are like tiny little wrecking balls that damage your skin cells, leading to premature aging, fine lines, and a dull complexion. The antioxidants in Tepescoite are like a security force that neutralizes these free radicals before they can do their damage, protecting your skin's collagen and keeping it looking youthful and vibrant. But the real superstar component is its high concentration of saponins and other compounds that stimulate cellular regeneration. This is the property that stunned doctors in 1984. Tepescoite doesn't just protect the skin, it actively encourages your body to build new, healthy skin cells. So when you have a blemish that has left behind a dark mark, or a patch of skin that's been damaged by a rash, Tepescoite provides the building blocks and the instructions for your skin to repair itself faster and more effectively. It's like a construction foreman for your face, directing the traffic of collagen and elastin to rebuild what was damaged. So when this is the #1 ingredient in a bar of soap, what does that mean for you in your shower dealing with your specific skin problems? If you have acne-prone skin, it means the antiseptic properties are helping to kill the bacteria that cause breakouts in the first place. The anti-inflammatory effect is reducing that angry redness and swelling of a pimple. And the regenerative power is helping to fade the dark spots, the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation that acne leaves behind. If you struggle with eczema or psoriasis, it means the analgesic qualities can help soothe the itch, while the tannins help to dry up weeping patches and reduce inflammation, giving your skin a chance to finally heal without you wanting to scratch it raw. And if you're simply concerned with aging and want to maintain healthy, resilient skin, it means the antioxidant power is protecting you from daily environmental damage, while the regenerative properties are keeping your skin's natural repair cycle running in high gear. This single ingredient is a multi-pronged attack against most of the common issues that frustrate us about our skin. And it's not a harsh chemical. It's the bark of a tree, honed by thousands of years of traditional use and validated by modern crisis. It's the foundation of what makes this soap so different. But Tepescoite, as powerful as it is, doesn't work alone in this formula. It's paired with another ingredient, a partner that amplifies its effects and brings its own unique set of benefits to the table. This next ingredient is something you almost certainly have in your home right now, but you've probably never thought of it as a skincare superstar. It's a humble everyday item that, when prepared and used in the right way, becomes a master detoxifier for your pores. I'm talking about activated charcoal, but this isn't the same stuff you find in your backyard barbecue pit. Oh no, the charcoal we're talking about is a completely different beast. It's been transformed through a process of extreme heat, in an environment completely starved of oxygen. This intense process, called activation, fundamentally changes its structure. It riddles the charcoal with millions of tiny, microscopic pores, dramatically increasing its surface area. Think of it like this. A single gram of activated charcoal, an amount that could sit on the tip of your finger, has the same surface area as a professional football field. It's almost impossible to wrap your head around, but that's the secret to its power. It becomes a microscopic labyrinth, a super sponge ready to soak up anything it comes into contact with. This isn't just cleaning. This is chemical warfare on a microscopic scale, waged on behalf of your skin. So what does this super sponge actually do when it's embedded in a bar of healthy Y-Sol soap? The principle is a fascinating chemical process called adsorption. That's a desorption, not absorption. While absorption is like a sponge soaking up water, adsorption is different. It's when molecules of a substance like dirt, oil, or toxins stick to the surface of another substance. Activated charcoal is the undisputed king of adsorption. When you lather up, the charcoal particles act like millions of tiny, powerful magnets. They don't just wash away the surface grime. They go deeper. They are drawn to the oils, the sebum, the environmental pollutants, and the bacteria that get trapped deep inside your pores. These impurities, the very things that cause blackheads, blemishes, and that dull, congested look, are pulled out and chemically bound to the surface of the charcoal. They latch on and they don't let go. So when you rinse the soap away, you're not just rinsing off suds. You're rinsing away the toxins, the excess oil, and all the microscopic gunk that the charcoal has captured and held hostage. It's a deep, satisfying purge for your skin. It's like hitting a reset button for your pores, leaving your skin feeling not just clean but clarified. It feels lighter, smoother, and able to breathe in a way it couldn't before. This isn't some new age wellness fad either. The power of charcoal has been recognized for literally thousands of years. We have records of ancient Egyptians using it as a poultice to clean wounds and prevent infection as far back as 1550 BC. The Phoenicians, masters of the ancient seas, knew that storing their drinking water in charred wooden barrels kept it fresh and pure on long voyages. In the modern world, its power is so respected that it's a staple in nearly every hospital emergency room on the planet. When someone ingests a poison or overdoses on medication, one of the first lines of defense is often a dose of activated charcoal. It works inside the body the same way it works on your skin. It absorbs the harmful toxins before they can be absorbed into the bloodstream, trapping them and allowing the body to safely expel them. Think about that for a second. The same ingredient trusted by doctors in life or death situations to pull poison from a person's system is the ingredient we've harnessed to pull impurities from your pores. That's the level of detoxifying power we're talking about. Now let's bring it back to your daily life. Every single day, your skin is under assault. You're exposed to car exhaust on your commute, airborne pollutants, sweat from a workout, and the oils your own skin naturally produces. On top of that, there's makeup, sunscreen, and other products that can build up over time. It's a constant battle. Your pores become clogged, stretched out, and can easily become inflamed, leading to breakouts. For people with naturally oily or combination skin, this is a daily struggle. You might feel like you have a perpetual shine on your T-zone, or that no matter how much you cleanse, you can still see those pesky blackheads on your nose. This is where the targeted power of activated charcoal in Healthy Wise Soul soap becomes your secret weapon. It doesn't just indiscriminately strip your skin. It specifically targets and latches onto the excess sebum and pore-clogging impurities. This means it can help balance oily skin, reduce the frequency and severity of breakouts, and visibly minimize the appearance of pores over time. It's not a harsh chemical peel or a painful extraction tool. It's a gentle, natural, yet incredibly potent way to reset the balance and give your skin a truly deep clean that you can feel immediately. It's the difference between wiping the counter and actually scrubbing it clean. But detoxification is only half the battle. If you've ever used a harsh cleanser that left your skin feeling tight, dry, and squeaky, you know that stripping away everything isn't the answer. True skin health isn't just about taking the bad stuff away. It's about putting the good stuff back in. It's about nourishing, protecting, and moisturizing. A deep purge is fantastic, but it must be followed by profound replenishment. And that brings us to the second pillar of this incredible soap. After the master detoxifier has done its job, clearing the canvas and preparing the skin, it's time for an ingredient that does the complete opposite. It doesn't take away, it gives. It doesn't absorb, it deeply moisturizes. It's not black and porous. It's a rich liquid gold that has been a cornerstone of beauty and health in Mediterranean cultures for over 6,000 years. This next ingredient is the Eam to Charcoal's Yang. It's the soothing, conditioning balm that follows the deep, purifying cleanse. It's a legendary oil, so packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and healthy fats that ancient poets and healers alike called it a gift from the gods. It ensures that after your pores have been cleared, your skin is left feeling not just clean, but incredibly soft, supple, and deeply hydrated. And that deep foundational moisture is critical because what comes next is a complete shift in philosophy. While the olive oil soothes and replenishes, our skin still faces a daily onslaught from the outside world. We need more than just a gentle touch. We need a guardian. We need an ingredient that doesn't just moisturize, but actively cleanses and protects with an almost fierce intensity. For this, we leave the ancient hills of the Mediterranean and travel to the sun-drenched, palm-fringed coastlines of the tropics to find the source of this power locked inside the humble coconut. Now I know what you're thinking. Coconut oil. It's everywhere. You've seen it in kitchens, in hair products, in 1,000 different lotions. Feels almost common. But this is one of the greatest tricks nature has ever played, hiding one of the most powerful skincare substances on the planet in plain sight. The coconut itself is a miracle of survival. A seed that can float for months across the vast, salty ocean, land on a deserted shore, and sprout into a life-giving tree. That same resilience, that same life force, is concentrated in its oil. When we talk about coconut oil and healthy Lysol soap, we're not talking about the refined, processed stuff you find in a giant tub at the supermarket. We are talking about pure, cold-pressed coconut oil, which retains its incredible molecular structure. This structure is the key. You see, most oils are great moisturizers, but they don't produce a good lather. They feel greasy heavy. They can clean, but they don't give you that satisfying, rich, bubbly foam that makes you feel truly clean. Coconut oil is different. It's packed with medium-chain fatty acids, particularly one superstar called lauric acid. Lauric acid is what gives this soap its incredible, dense, luxurious lather. It's the engine of the cleansing experience. When you use this soap, that thick foam isn't a chemical illusion created by sulfates or synthetic detergents. It is the natural, powerful expression of coconut oil, lifting away dirt, sweat, and grime from your skin with an efficiency that is both powerful and gentle. But lauric acid has a second, even more important job. It's a secret weapon. In the scientific community, lauric acid is renowned for its potent antimicrobial, antifungal, and antibacterial properties. Think about what that means for your skin. The microscopic bacteria that contribute to acne, the irritants that cause redness and inflammation, the unseen grime that clogs pores and dulls your complexion. Lauric acid actively seeks them out and neutralizes them. So while the bentonite clay is pulling toxins from deep within your pores, the coconut oil is standing guard on the surface, creating a cleansing shield that purifies your skin with every wash. It's the reason this soap doesn't just make you feel clean. It leaves your skin in a state of true balanced purity. It washes away the day, not just the dirt. So now we have a powerful trio. The clay acts as the deep detoxifier, the purifier. The olive oil is the deep moisturizer, the nurturer. And the coconut oil is the master cleanser and protector, the guardian. It seems like the perfect system, doesn't it? A soap that purges, pampers, and protects. And for many commercial products, that's where the story would end. But we are not just trying to maintain the status quo of your skin. We are trying to reverse the damage of the past and build a foundation for a truly radiant future. Because even with this perfect defense system, our skin has a memory. It remembers every harsh sunburn, every breakout, every dry winter, every scar. These are the ghosts of skin damage past, and they manifest as uneven tone, fine lines, rough patches, and a loss of elasticity. Cleansing and moisturizing is not enough to erase this history. To do that, you need something more. You need an ingredient that doesn't just coat the skin, but actively works to heal and regenerate it from within. You need a raw, potent source of skin-rebuilding vitamins and fats. For this, we must travel once again, this time to the sun-scorched savannas of Africa, to the tree of life, the shea tree. The butter extracted from the nut of the shea tree is not just an ingredient. It's a legacy. For centuries, it has been known as women's gold, not just for its color, but because it has been a source of economic and social empowerment for the African women who harvest it. It's a substance steeped in history, revered for its almost miraculous healing properties. And when you understand its chemical makeup, you understand why. Shea butter is a biological treasure chest. It is one of the most concentrated, all-natural sources of vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin F on the planet. Let's break that down. Vitamin A is crucial for preventing blemishes and wrinkles, and it helps to even out skin tone. It encourages healthy skin cell production. When you have dark spots or redness, vitamin A is what helps your skin to reset and create a more uniform, clear canvas. Vitamin E is a powerhouse antioxidant that is fundamental for skin repair. It mends damaged tissue, soothes irritation, and provides a powerful defense against the free radicals from pollution and UV radiation that accelerate aging. It is quite literally a first aid kit for your skin cells. And then there's vitamin F, which isn't a traditional vitamin but rather a term for essential fatty acids like linoleic acid. These are the building blocks of healthy cell membranes. They are what keep your skin supple, hydrated, and strong. A deficiency in these fatty acids leads directly to dry, flaky, and irritated skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis. So when we infuse pure, unrefined shea butter into this soap, we are delivering a therapeutic dose of these healing agents directly to your skin. This is where healthy Lysol transcends being a simple soap and becomes a restorative treatment. The shea butter works in perfect synergy with the other ingredients. While the olive oil provides surface-level moisture, the fatty acids in shea butter penetrate deeper, helping to stimulate the production of collagen. the protein scaffold that gives your skin its youthful bounce and firmness. While the coconut oil cleanses and protects, the vitamins in shea butter go to work on the underlying damage, soothing inflammation and actively repairing the skin barrier. This is why people with incredibly sensitive or damaged skin, people who have struggled for years with eczema, dermatitis, or chronic dryness, find such profound relief with this soap. It's because the shea butter doesn't just mask the problem. It addresses the root cause by providing the exact nutrients your skin is starving for. It calms the fire of inflammation. It rebuilds the wall of the skin barrier. It smooths the texture of scars and rough patches, not by filling them in, but by helping your skin to genuinely heal itself. We now have an incredible foundation: the clay to purge, the olive oil to soften, the coconut oil to cleanse, and the shea butter to heal and rebuild. This is the base, the earth, the water, the fire of our formula. It is a complete ecosystem for your skin, a four-pronged approach that addresses every fundamental need. The skin is now a perfectly prepared canvas. It is cleansed, balanced, hydrated, and actively healing. But the masterpiece is not yet complete. A perfect canvas is nothing without the artist's final vibrant touch. The formula, as powerful as it is, still lacks its soul. It lacks the animating force, the energetic element that elevates it from a mere product into a true experience. It lacks the sun. And to capture the essence of the sun itself, we have to look to the most concentrated, aromatic, and volatile substances in the entire plant kingdom. I'm talking, of course, about essential oils. The very term essential oil is a bit of a misnomer. The word essential here doesn't mean necessary or vital in the way water is. It comes from the older concept of quintessence, the fifth element, the spirit or life force of a substance. These oils are the literal captured essence of the plant. They are its soul, its personality, its concentrated solar energy converted into liquid form. When you uncap a bottle of pure lavender oil, that scent that fills the room isn't just a pretty smell. It's a cloud of volatile organic compounds, the very language the plant uses to communicate with the world. It's a chemical signal that says to a bee, "Come here," to a fungus, "Stay away," and to a browsing deer, "I taste terrible." It's the plant's immune system, its reproductive strategy, and its defense mechanism, all distilled into a single potent drop. This is the soul in Healthy Y Soul. It's not just a clever name. It's a statement of philosophy. The soap isn't just infused with a synthetic citrus scent. It is imbued with the actual functional solar-powered intelligence of the plants themselves. And the first and perhaps most famous of these botanical spirits is Lavandula angustifolia, better known as lavender. Now, we all know lavender. We associate it with calm, with sleep, with little purple sachets in a linen drawer. But this common familiarity masks one of the most complex and powerful compounds in natural skincare. The lavender in this soap isn't for fragrance alone. That's just a beautiful side effect. Its primary role is to be the great peacemaker for your skin. Inside that lavender essence are over 100 individual chemical constituents, but two reign supreme: linalool and linalool acetate. These two compounds are the active agents behind lavender's legendary calming effects. When they make contact with your skin, they go to work on a cellular level. They have a profound anti-inflammatory effect, which means they can soothe redness, calm angry acne breakouts, and provide relief for conditions like eczema and psoriasis. Think of them as tiny diplomats, arriving at a scene of chaos, an inflamed pore, a patch of irritated skin, and negotiating a truce. They help to downregulate the body's inflammatory response, telling the overwrought skin cells to stand down and return to a state of balance. This is why using a soap with true high-quality lavender oil can, over time, lead to a more even less reactive complexion. It's not masking the problem. It's actively helping your skin to solve it. Furthermore, linalool is also potently antimicrobial. It helps to eliminate the very bacteria, like Propionibacterium acnes, that can lead to breakouts in the first place. So while you're enjoying that iconic, clean floral scent, the lavender is waging a microscopic two-pronged war on your behalf, calming the existing inflammation while simultaneously fighting off the microbial invaders that caused it. But a healthy ecosystem isn't just about peace. It also requires protection. It needs a guardian, a warrior to stand at the gates and repel any serious threats. And for that, Healthy Y Soul Soap employs one of the most formidable protectors in the entire botanical world: Melaleuca alternifolia, or tea tree oil. If lavender is the diplomat, tea tree oil is the special forces. This is not a gentle negotiator. This is a targeted weapon. For centuries, the Aboriginal people of Australia have crushed its leaves to create poultices for wounds and infections, and modern science has revealed exactly why it's so effective. The primary active component in tea tree oil is a compound called terpinonferol. This molecule is a powerhouse. It has broad-spectrum antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties. When you wash with this soap, the tea tree oil doesn't just clean the surface dirt. It actively seeks out and destroys the harmful microorganisms that can compromise your skin's health. It's particularly effective against the strains of bacteria and fungi that lead to acne, athlete's foot, and other common skin infections. But here is the truly incredible part: the genius of nature that synthetic chemicals struggle to replicate. Unlike harsh antibacterials like triclosan or benzoyl peroxide, which can be like dropping a bomb, wiping out everything, including the beneficial bacteria that make up your healthy skin microbiome, terpinonferol is remarkably targeted. It is devastatingly effective against pathogens, but it is much gentler on your skin's natural flora and on your own skin cells. It helps to purify your skin without stripping it, without causing that tight, dry, over-sanitized feeling that ultimately leads to more irritation and a rebound production of oil. Tea tree oil understands the difference between a friend and a foe. It is the intelligent cleanser, the bouncer for your skin barrier, letting the good guys in while throwing the troublemakers out. It adds a layer of medicinal herbaceous purity to the soap scent profile, a constant reminder that this isn't just about getting clean, it's about getting healthy. So we have the peacemaker in lavender, and the guardian in tea tree. But the soap is called Healthy Why Soul. We still need the sun. We need that bright, joyful, energetic element that lifts the entire experience. For this, we turn to the peel of a ripe orange, specifically Citrus sinensis, or sweet orange oil. If you have ever peeled an orange and seen that fine mist spray into the air, and caught that immediate, intoxicatingly bright scent, you have experienced a burst of pure essential oil. That mist is primarily composed of a molecule called D-limonene, which can make up as much as 97% of the oil. Sweet orange oil is, for all intents and purposes, bottled sunshine. Its scent is a scientifically recognized mood enhancer, capable of reducing anxiety and promoting a sense of happiness. That effect isn't just psychological, it's physiological. But for our skin, its benefits are just as bright. D-limonene is a potent antioxidant. This means it helps to neutralize free radicals, those rogue molecules caused by UV exposure and pollution that attack our skin cells, break down collagen, and lead to premature aging and dark spots. Using a soap with genuine sweet orange oil is like giving your skin a daily dose of protection against environmental stress. It helps to fend off the daily damage that dulls the complexion and accelerates the signs of aging. Furthermore, it acts as a gentle solvent, helping to cut through excess sebum and grime, which makes it fantastic for decongesting pores, especially for those with oily or combination skin. It has a mild astringent effect, helping to temporarily tighten and tone the skin, giving it a smoother and more refined appearance. It adds that zesty, clean, effervescent top note to the soap's aroma that makes you feel awake, refreshed, and optimistic. It is the spark of joy, the liquid sunlight that complements the calming floral notes of the lavender and the grounding medicinal scent of the tea tree. Together, these three oils form a synergistic chord. This isn't just a random collection of nice smells. It's a carefully constructed botanical team. The lavender soothes, the tea tree protects, and the sweet orange brightens. They work in harmony to address the three core pillars of skin health: balance, purity, and radiance. They are the active intelligence, the soul, that animates the entire bar. However, this incredible power, this concentrated life force of the plant kingdom, is volatile. It is potent, and it cannot and should not ever be applied to the skin alone. These oils need a vehicle. They need a carrier, a foundation that is stable, nourishing, and gentle enough to deliver their potent benefits safely and effectively to your skin cells. Putting these oils directly onto your skin would be like trying to drink sunlight. It's too powerful, too concentrated. You need a medium to translate that energy. And the choice of that medium, the blend of fats and oils that form the actual body of the soap, is arguably the most important decision in the entire formulation. It is the healthy that carries the soul. So what is this medium? What is the healthy that carries the soul? If you think the answer is just some kind of oil, you're missing the entire philosophy behind what makes this soap different. It's like looking at a masterpiece painting and just saying it's made of paint. The genius isn't in the category. It's in the specific pigments chosen, the way they're mixed, and the harmony they create together. For healthy Soul, the oils aren't just a base. They are the first and most critical layer of the entire skin-nourishing promise. They are a carefully curated trinity of lipids, a golden ratio of fats that transforms the simple act of cleansing into a therapeutic ritual. At the very foundation of almost every bar is a tribute to the ancient world. An oil so revered it was called liquid gold by Homer and used by queens of Egypt to preserve their legendary beauty. I'm talking, of course, about olive oil, but not just any olive oil. We're talking about a high-quality, cold-pressed olive oil, the kind you'd want on your salad, not the kind that's been refined and processed into oblivion. Why olive oil? Because it is the undisputed king of conditioning. Its secret lies in its fatty acid profile, which is dominated by something called oleic acid. Think of oleic acid as the ultimate skin soother. It creates a soap that is profoundly gentle, one that cleanses without stripping away your skin's natural protective barrier. The lather from an olive oil-heavy soap isn't big and flashy. It's subtle, creamy, almost lotion-like. It's a lather that whispers nourishment instead of shouting clean. Using this as the foundational ingredient is a deliberate choice. It's a statement that the primary goal here isn't to strip you clean, but to leave your skin healthier and more balanced than it was before you stepped into the shower. It is the deep, resonant bass note in the chord of this soap. It provides the soulful, gentle heart of the entire experience. But let's be honest, we all love a good lather. That rich, bubbly, cloud-like foam is psychologically satisfying. It makes us feel clean. A soap made of 100% olive oil, known as Castile soap, can be beautiful, but it often produces a very low, almost slippery lather that some people find underwhelming. It can also take a very, very long time to cure into a hard bar. So, to build on that gentle foundation, you need an engine. You need an ingredient that brings the energy, the bubbles, the undeniable feeling of a deep, effective cleanse. And for that, we turn to the tropics. We turn to coconut oil. Coconut oil is the polar opposite of olive oil in its chemical makeup, and that's what makes it the perfect partner. It's rich in short-chain fatty acids, particularly lauric acid. Now, lauric acid is a cleansing superstar. It has this incredible ability to break down surface tension and grab onto dirt and grime, creating a massive, bubbly, high-volume lather that is second to none. It's what gives soap its powerful cleaning properties. But here lies the great paradox of soap making, the tightrope that every artisan soap maker must walk. That same property that makes coconut oil so effective at cleaning can also make it too effective. A soap with too much coconut oil can be harsh and drying. It's so good at grabbing oils that it doesn't always distinguish between the grime you want to wash away and the precious, natural sebum your skin needs to stay hydrated and protected. This is why you'll almost never see a high-quality facial bar with coconut oil as its #1 ingredient. It's a powerful tool, but one that requires immense respect, and most importantly, balance. It is the bright, soaring soprano in our opera of oils, powerful and brilliant, but it needs the grounding force of the bass to create true harmony. So we have the gentle, conditioning soul of olive oil. We have the powerful, cleansing engine of coconut oil. One is yin, the other is yang. But how do you bridge the gap? How do you tame the wild energy of the coconut while elevating the gentle nature of the olive? You introduce a peacemaker, a harmonizer, an oil that embodies the best of both worlds. And in the healthy Soul formulation, that role is often played by the magnificent avocado oil. Think of avocado oil as the velvet touch. Where olive oil is conditioning and coconut oil is cleansing, avocado oil is pure, unadulterated luxury and nutrition. Pressed from the rich, green pulp of the fruit, this oil is a dermatological powerhouse. It's packed with vitamins A, D, and E, and it's rich in potassium and lecithin. It has a fatty acid profile that sits beautifully between olive and coconut, containing a healthy amount of oleic acid for moisturizing, but also palmitic acid, which contributes to a stable, creamy, and long-lasting lather. It's like a support system for the other two oils. It tempers the aggressive cleansing of the coconut oil, preventing it from being stripping, and it boosts the conditioning properties of the olive oil, adding its own unique cocktail of skin-loving nutrients. What you feel from the avocado oil is the afterfeel. It's that sensation when you've rinsed off the soap and your skin doesn't feel tight or squeaky, but instead feels soft, supple, and deeply moisturized, as if you've already applied a light lotion. It transforms the bar from a simple cleanser into a genuine skin treatment. It's the ingredient that makes you touch your skin after a shower and just say, "Wow." Now, the true artistry isn't just in choosing these 3 incredible oils. It's in the precise, almost alchemical ratio in which they are combined. This is the secret sauce. Too much olive oil and the bar is too soft. Too much coconut oil and it's too drying. The magic is in the synergy. It's in understanding how the oleic, lauric, and palmitic acids interact during the saponification process. Furthermore, there's a technique used here called superfatting. In simple terms, this means that the recipe is calculated to have slightly more oil than the lye can convert into soap. This leaves a small percentage of free-floating, unsaponified oils in the final bar. So when you're washing, you're not just cleaning with soap molecules. You are also conditioning your skin with pure, untouched olive, coconut, and avocado oils that have survived the chemical reaction. This superfat is the final, crucial expression of the healthy philosophy. It's an insurance policy of moisture, a built-in lotion that ensures the bar gives more to your skin than it takes away. And this is how the physical reality of the ingredients connects back to the soul of the brand. This isn't just a random blend of whatever fats were cheapest or most available. This is a story of the earth. It is the liquid gold from olive groves that have been basking in the Mediterranean sun for centuries. It's the energetic life force of coconuts, nourished by the intense, humid sun of the tropics. It is the creamy, nutrient-rich essence of avocados grown in the warm, steady sun of California or Mexico. Each oil is a vessel of concentrated solar energy, a different expression of the sun's power, transformed by the plant into life-sustaining lipids. And when they are brought together in this perfect, harmonious balance, they don't just clean your skin, they feed it. They feed it with the very energy that gives the brand its name. This is the healthy that carries the soul, a tangible, science-backed foundation of nourishment that prepares the canvas of your skin for the even more vibrant, energetic, and aromatic ingredients we have yet to explore. And what are those vibrant, energetic, and aromatic ingredients? Well, if the saponified oils are the sturdy, reliable foundation, the rich, fertile earth, then this next category of ingredients is the brilliant, undeniable sun that coaxes life from that soil. This is where we move from the foundational healthy to the radiant soul. These aren't just additives, they are activators. They are the catalysts that elevate this soap from a simple cleanser into a daily ritual of revitalization. Let's start with an ingredient that is, quite literally, liquid sunlight: sea buckthorn oil. Now, you may have heard of this, but you might not realize the sheer power packed into this vibrant, almost neon orange oil. This isn't some delicate flower extract. Sea buckthorn is a survivor. It's a hardy shrub that thrives in some of the harshest conditions on Earth, from the high-altitude deserts of the Himalayas to the wind-whipped coastlines of Siberia. And when a plant has to fight that hard to survive, it develops an incredible arsenal of protective, nourishing compounds. It concentrates all of that resilience, all of that life force, into its tiny, brilliant berries. When you press those berries, you get an oil so rich in color that it can stain your skin if you're not careful. That intense color is your first clue to its potency. It comes from an astronomical concentration of carotenoids, like beta-carotene and lycopene, the same compounds that give carrots and tomatoes their color, but on an entirely different level. In our bodies, beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A, an absolute cornerstone of skin health. It promotes cell turnover, helping to shed dull, dead skin and reveal the fresh, new skin underneath. The carotenoids are also powerful antioxidants. Think of them as your skin's personal bodyguards, standing guard against free radicals, those unstable molecules generated by UV radiation and pollution that attack your skin cells and accelerate aging. So every time you lather up, you're applying a shield of solar-powered protection. But the real magic of sea buckthorn, the reason it's a holy grail ingredient in high-end skincare, is its fatty acid profile. It's one of the only plants in the world to contain all 4 omega fatty acids: omega-3, omega-6, omega-9, and the incredibly rare, incredibly valuable omega-7. You've heard of the first 3. They're essential for maintaining a healthy skin barrier, keeping moisture in and irritants out. But omega-7, also known as palmitoleic acid, is the game changer. Our skin naturally produces omega-7 to heal and protect itself. It's a fundamental component of our cellular membranes. The problem is, as we age, our body's production of omega-7 plummets. This decline is directly linked to the appearance of wrinkles, a loss of elasticity, and dryness. By reintroducing omega-7 topically through sea buckthorn oil, you are giving your skin back a crucial tool it has lost. It's like handing a master craftsman their favorite chisel. Omega-7 doesn't just moisturize, it signals your skin to regenerate. It helps to stimulate collagen production, it calms inflammation at a cellular level, and it provides deep reparative hydration that goes far beyond surface-level moisture. It's not just a patch. It's a C-suite level instruction to your skin cells to repair, rebuild, and protect themselves more effectively. And we're still not done. Sea buckthorn oil has more vitamin C than an orange and a huge concentration of vitamin E together. These two vitamins are the ultimate antioxidant power couple. Vitamin C brightens the skin and is essential for collagen synthesis, while vitamin E protects cell membranes from oxidative damage. So when you combine the carotenoids, the full spectrum of omega fatty acids, and this vitamin powerhouse, you have an ingredient that is single-handedly addressing aging, dehydration, environmental damage, and dullness. It is the very definition of the soul in Healthy Y Soul, a burst of pure, unadulterated, life-giving energy. Now let's pair that liquid sunlight with a bit of golden earth. The next key player in this soul category is turmeric root extract. For thousands of years in Ayurvedic tradition, turmeric has been revered not just as a spice, but as a potent medicine. It was known as the golden goddess, a powerful purifier for the body, inside and out. Modern science has since confirmed what ancient wisdom always knew, and it all comes down to one incredible compound: curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories ever discovered, and inflammation is the root cause of so many skin issues. Think about it. Redness, irritation, acne, eczema, rosacea, they are all at their core inflammatory responses. When you apply curcumin to the skin, you are essentially telling your skin to calm down. It helps to quell that fire, reducing redness and soothing irritation. For anyone with sensitive or reactive skin, this is a profound benefit. It's not masking the problem. It's addressing the underlying immunological response that's causing the distress. But curcumin's talents don't stop there. It's also a formidable antioxidant. While sea buckthorn's carotenoids are like bodyguards protecting against incoming attacks, curcumin is like the cleanup crew. It actively seeks out and neutralizes existing free radicals that are already causing damage, preventing them from creating a chain reaction of cellular destruction that leads to fine lines and sagging skin. Furthermore, turmeric has a well-documented ability to brighten the complexion and promote a more even skin tone. It does this by inhibiting the activity of an enzyme called tyrosinase, which is responsible for the production of melanin, the pigment that causes dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So with consistent use, the turmeric in this soap isn't just calming your skin. It's actively working to fade the ghosts of past breakouts and sun damage, revealing a clearer, more luminous canvas. Think about the synergy here. You have the sea buckthorn, bringing its rare omega-7 to rebuild and regenerate the skin structure from within, fortifying the very foundation of your cells. Then you have the turmeric with its curcumin, coming in to extinguish inflammation, clean up oxidative damage, and even out the skin's tone and color. One is rebuilding the house, the other is polishing the windows and putting out fires. Together, they create a comprehensive system for achieving not just healthy skin, but truly radiant, resilient, and vibrant skin. This is the deliberate, intelligent formulation we've been talking about. It's not about just throwing in a trendy ingredient. It's about understanding how these potent botanicals work on a biochemical level and combining them in a way that amplifies their individual benefits. It's a marriage of ancient wisdom and modern science, of golden earth and liquid sun. These are the ingredients that bring the soul, the visible glow, the tangible energy you feel when your skin is truly thriving. They transform the simple act of washing your face or body into a targeted therapeutic treatment. But a soap isn't just about how it feels on your skin during those few moments in the shower, or even how it looks in the mirror an hour later. The experience is so much more holistic than that. It's about how it makes you feel. It's about the scent, the aroma that can change your mood, calm your mind, or energize your spirit in an instant. And that is where the soul of the soul truly comes to life, in the world of volatile aromatic compounds and the art of aromatherapy. When you smell a freshly peeled orange, that burst of bright, zesty fragrance that hits the back of your nose and instantly makes you feel a little lighter. That's what we're talking about. Those are volatile aromatic compounds. They're tiny, lightweight molecules that evaporate easily, travel through the air, and go directly into your brain through the olfactory system. This system is a superhighway to the parts of your brain that control emotions, memory, and mood, the limbic system. This isn't just marketing fluff. It's hard science. A specific scent doesn't have to be processed or interpreted like sight or sound. It triggers an immediate, primal, emotional response. This is why the smell of cookies can transport you back to your grandmother's kitchen in a nanosecond. It's why the scent of rain on hot pavement can unlock a memory you didn't even know you had. And it's why the essential oils in Healthy Why Soul Soap aren't just an afterthought. They are a core therapeutic component, meticulously chosen to create a specific, sun-drenched experience. Let's start with the most obvious choice for a brand named Soul. The sun. The soul of the sun in the plant world is captured in citrus. Specifically, we're talking about sweet orange essential oil, or Citrus sinensis. This isn't some synthetic, candy-like orange fragrance. This is the real deal. Imagine you're walking through a sun-drenched grove in Valencia, Spain. You take a ripe, heavy orange from the tree, and you press your thumbnail into the peel. That fine mist that sprays out, that incredibly bright, sweet, and complex aroma that fills the air. That is the essential oil. It's captured through a process called cold pressing, where the peels of thousands of oranges are mechanically ruptured and squeezed to release their precious oil. No heat, no solvents, just pure unadulterated essence of sunshine. Why go to all that trouble? Because the primary chemical constituent in sweet orange oil is limonene. Studies upon studies have shown that limonene has powerful mood-lifting and anti-anxiety effects. When those molecules hit your limbic system, they can stimulate the production of serotonin and dopamine, the brain's feel-good neurotransmitters. It's a natural antidepressant in a bottle. It cuts through mental fog, eases feelings of stress, and promotes a sense of optimism and positivity. It's the scent of a bright new day of possibilities of warmth on your skin. It's the perfect way to start your morning, transforming a simple shower into a ritual of renewal and joy. But a symphony isn't just one note, no matter how beautiful it is. A masterpiece requires harmony, balance, and depth. The bright, high note of orange needs a grounding, calming counterpoint. And for that, we turn to one of the most revered and well-studied botanicals in human history, lavender, or Lavandula angustifolia. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Lavender is for sleep. It's for your grandma's potpourri drawer. And yes, it is fantastic for promoting relaxation. But true, high-altitude French or Bulgarian lavender is so much more complex than that. It's not just powdery and floral. It has a clean, herbaceous, almost woody undertone. It's the scent of rolling purple fields under a late afternoon sun, a scent that has been used for over 2,000 years. The Romans used it to scent their baths. In fact, the name lavender comes from the Latin word lavare, which means to wash. They understood its cleansing properties not just for the body but for the mind. The magic of lavender lies in its chemistry, particularly in two components, linalool and linalool acetate. These compounds work together to calm the nervous system. They don't just make you sleepy. They actively reduce feelings of agitation, anxiety, and nervous tension. Linalool, in particular, has been shown to interact with neurotransmitter systems in the brain, decreasing aggressive behaviors and promoting a state of serene alertness. So when you combine the uplifting, energizing limonene from the sweet orange with the calming, centering linalool from the lavender, you don't get a battle. You get a perfect synergy. It's like a conversation between the sun and the earth. The orange oil says, "Wake up. It's a beautiful day." And the lavender responds, "I know. And you've got this. Be calm, be focused, be present." This combination creates a balanced emotional state, perfect for starting your day with a clear head and a positive outlook, free from the jittery energy of caffeine or the grogginess of a poor night's sleep. This principle of synergy is the bedrock of true aromatherapy. It's the art of combining different essential oils so that their individual properties are enhanced, creating a whole that is far greater than the sum of its parts. It's not just about mixing scents that smell nice together. It's about understanding their molecular structure and how they will interact with each other and with your own body's chemistry. Other essential oils are often woven into the different formulations of Healthy Why Soul Soap to achieve specific effects. You might find bergamot, another citrus oil famous for its use in Earl Grey tea. Bergamot is unique because while it's uplifting like orange, it also contains elements that are profoundly calming, making it one of the best oils for combating stress-induced anxiety. Or you might find rosemary, an incredible herbaceous oil known for its ability to improve focus and memory. Its sharp, stimulating scent cuts through mental clutter, making it the ultimate get-things-done aroma. The Romans believed it strengthened memory, and students in ancient Greece would wear rosemary wreaths during exams. But here's the most critical part, the detail that separates authentic therapeutic soap from a simple scented bar: the quality and purity of these oils. There is a world of difference between a true steam-distilled or cold-pressed essential oil and a synthetic fragrance oil. A fragrance oil is a chemical cocktail made in a lab to mimic a natural scent. It might smell like lavender, but it contains none of the therapeutic compounds like linalool or linalool acetate. It's an empty scent. It's a picture of a meal instead of the meal itself. Worse, these synthetic fragrances are often packed with phthalates and other undisclosed chemicals that can be irritating to the skin and disruptive to the endocrine system. Healthy Soul is uncompromising on this point. Every drop of essential oil used is sourced from distillers who prioritize sustainable and ethical harvesting. They use plants grown in their native environments where the soil, climate, and altitude produce the most potent and chemically complex oils. The lavender is grown at high altitudes where the harsher conditions force the plant to produce more of the esters that give it its calming properties. The citrus is grown in sun-drenched climates, ensuring the highest possible concentration of limonene. This is about honoring the plant, the farmer, and ultimately your body. These aren't just scents. They are concentrated plant life force. They are the plant's immune system, its method of communication, its very soul, captured in a bottle. And when you use these soaps, you're not just washing your skin. You're engaging in a ritual that has been practiced for millennia, using the earth's most powerful aromatic gifts to balance your mind and lift your spirit. The soap becomes a delivery system for a daily dose of wellness, a moment of mindfulness in an otherwise hectic day. But the sensory experience doesn't stop with the nose. For skin to truly glow, it needs more than just moisture and a balanced mind. It needs to be renewed. The secret to that fresh, vibrant, touchably smooth skin lies not just in the oils we've added, but in the gentle natural elements we use to polish away the old and reveal the new. And these elements come not from a lab, but from the very bones of the earth itself. We speak of the earth's power, its raw, untamed energy. We think of earthquakes, of erupting volcanoes, of mountains being born. And in that vision of violent creation, we find one of the most profound secrets to skin renewal: volcanic ash. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Ash? The stuff of destruction? The gray blanket that smothers life? But that's the beautiful paradox. From the fiery heart of the planet, from an event of immense power, comes a powder so fine, so rich, and so perfectly structured that it can breathe new life into your skin. This isn't the coarse, gritty ash from a fireplace. This is a microfine powder, a collection of tiny, porous, and angular particles of volcanic glass and rock. When these particles, suspended in our rich, lathering soap, glide across your skin, they perform a type of physical exfoliation so precise and gentle it's more like polishing a precious stone. Imagine millions of microscopic buffers, each one working to gently lift and slough away the dull, dead layer of skin cells that cling to the surface. This is the layer that scatters light, making your skin look tired and lackluster. It's the layer that clogs pores, trapping oil and bacteria, leading to breakouts and blackheads. It's the layer that prevents your moisturizers and serums from penetrating deeply, rendering them less effective. Volcanic ash sweeps it all away. But it's not just a physical action. The magic is in its composition. Volcanic ash is a treasure trove of minerals absorbed from deep within the Earth's mantle. It's rich in sulfur, a powerful antibacterial and anti-inflammatory agent that has been used for centuries to treat skin conditions like acne and eczema. It calms redness, soothes irritation, and helps to purify the skin from the inside out. It's also packed with bentonite clay, which gives it incredible absorption properties. As you wash, the porous structure of the ash acts like a sponge, drawing out excess oil, toxins, and impurities from deep within your pores. It's a detox in a bar of soap. Unlike harsh, synthetic exfoliants like plastic microbats, which are not only an environmental disaster, but can also create micro-tears in your skin, volcanic ash is a gift from nature. Its particles are irregular yet not sharp, allowing them to effectively resurface without causing damage. The result isn't raw, stripped skin. It's a complexion that is visibly brighter, smoother, and incredibly refined. Pores appear smaller not because they've magically shrunk, but because they are clean, clear of the debris that once stretched them open. Your skin feels invigorated, awakened, with a healthy circulation that brings a natural, rosy glow to the surface. We've harnessed the power of the volcano, not its destruction, but its creative force. We've taken the end product of a geological masterpiece and turned it into the beginning of your skin's rebirth. But power must always be balanced with grace. A powerful exfoliant like volcanic ash needs a partner, a counterpart that purifies and soothes in its wake. If volcanic ash is the fiery sculptor, chiseling away the old. Then our next ingredient is the master finisher, smoothing and perfecting the new creation. We travel from the volcano's peak down to the serene, ancient riverbeds and quiet deposits of the earth to find kaolin clay. Known as white clay or China clay, kaolin is the gentlest of all cosmetic clays. It is a whisper where other clays are a shout. While the volcanic ash performs a more active surface exfoliation, kaolin clay works on a deeper, more subtle molecular level. Its secret lies in its ionic charge. Most of the toxins, grime, and bacteria in your pores carry a positive charge. Kaolin clay is naturally negatively charged. Its basic chemistry, a fundamental law of attraction. When you lather the soap and massage it onto your skin, the kaolin clay particles act like millions of tiny magnets, latching onto those positively charged impurities and pulling them to the surface so they can be rinsed away. It's an incredibly effective deep clean, but it's done with the utmost gentleness. This is what makes kaolin clay so unique. Many powerful detoxifying clays, like bentonite or wrassle, can be incredibly drying. They absorb so much that they can strip the skin of its natural protective oils, leaving it feeling tight, irritated, and vulnerable. This can trigger a rebound effect, where your skin overproduces oil to compensate, leading to a vicious cycle of breakouts and dryness. Kaolin clay doesn't do that. It is brilliantly intelligent. It has a remarkable ability to absorb excess sebum without touching the essential lipids that maintain your skin's moisture barrier. Takes only what is not needed, leaving behind what is. This makes it a perfect ingredient for all skin types, not just oily or acne-prone skin. For those with dry or sensitive skin, kaolin provides a mild, soothing cleanse that calms redness and irritation. For those with combination skin, it helps to balance the oily T-zone without dehydrating the cheeks. It's a harmonizer, bringing the entire ecosystem of your skin back into a state of equilibrium. And it contributes its own subtle form of exfoliation too. Its incredibly fine particles help to further refine the skin's texture, complementing the work of the volcanic ash and leaving behind a surface that feels like polished silk. So, think about this synergy. It's a two-step system of purification built into one simple, elegant bar of soap. First, the volcanic ash sweeps across the surface, a dynamic force that buffs away dullness, clears out congestion, and stimulates circulation. It's the reset button. Then the kaolin clay comes in behind it, a gentle magnetic force that pulls the deepest impurities out of those newly cleared pores and calms the skin, ensuring it remains balanced, soft, and hydrated. One is fire, the other is earth. One is power, the other is peace. Together, they create a level of clean that is profound. It's not the squeaky, stripped feeling you get from harsh detergents. It's a feeling of true purity, a feeling of skin that can finally breathe. You can feel the difference immediately. Your skin is not just clean on the surface. It feels lighter, clearer, as if a weight has been lifted. And this perfect polished canvas is now primed and ready to receive the full benefits of the nourishing oils we've packed into this bar. But a perfectly polished surface and deep cleaned pores are only part of the equation. What infuses this new skin with life? What is the liquid matrix that holds these powerful elements together, turning them from mere ingredients into a symphony of healing? It's not water. It's something far more vital, a substance ancient healers called liquid gold for the skin. This liquid gold, this lifeblood of Mediterranean vitality, is the very soul of the olive. We're talking about pure, first cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil. But I need you to forget everything you think you know about the olive oil in your kitchen pantry. The oil we're about to discuss is so radically different, so potent and pure, it exists in a category all its own. This isn't just a base oil chosen for its ability to saponify. This is the foundational pillar upon which the entire philosophy of healthy wise soul is built. For thousands of years, civilizations have revered this oil not as food, but as medicine, as a sacred anointment, as a currency of beauty. The ancient Greeks didn't just cook with it. Their Olympic athletes would ritually bathe their skin in it, believing it bestowed strength and suppleness. Roman empresses and Egyptian queens alike considered it an essential part of their beauty regimens, a secret to preserving their skin against the harsh sun and dry air. This wasn't a trend. It was a deep, instinctual understanding that the life force of the olive tree could be transferred directly to human skin. And healthy wise soul has tapped into this ancient wisdom, sourcing an olive oil that is a direct descendant of these legendary elixirs. So, what makes this specific olive oil the perfect matrix for this soap? The answer lies in its unique molecular composition, a perfect trifecta of healing compounds. First, Let's talk about its primary fatty acid, oleic acid. Most soaps, even natural ones, use cheaper oils like palm or coconut oil as their base. While they create a nice lather, they can be incredibly stripping, disrupting your skin's delicate acid mantle and leaving it feeling tight and dry. Oleic acid is different. It's a monounsaturated fat that is remarkably similar to the natural sebum your own skin produces. This biocompatibility is the key. When you wash with this soap, your skin doesn't register the oil as a foreign intruder. It recognizes it. It welcomes it. The oleic acid penetrates deeply, moisturizing from within and reinforcing your skin's natural barrier, locking in moisture long after you've rinsed it off. It cleanses without stripping and moisturizes without clogging. It's the ultimate balancing act. But the real magic, the reason this oil is considered liquid gold, comes from its unsaponifiable components, the tiny fraction of the oil that doesn't turn into soap. This is where the treasure is hidden. The most powerful of these treasures are the polyphenol. If you've heard the term antioxidant, you've heard about the work of polyphenol. Think of your skin cells as pristine new cars. Every day they are bombarded by things called free radicals, from UV radiation, from pollution, from stress. These free radicals are like tiny hailstones, causing microscopic dents and damage that, over time, manifest as wrinkles, sunspots, inflammation, and loss of elasticity. They are the agents of aging. Polyphenol, particularly a potent one in olive oil called hydroxytyrosol, are your skin's personal, 24/7 security detail. They don't just protect the car. They actively seek out and neutralize the hailstones before they can even make impact. They are voracious scavengers of free radicals. By infusing your skin with these compounds every single day, you're not just cleansing. You are actively defending your skin at a cellular level, slowing down the visible signs of aging before they even begin. The second treasure hidden in this liquid gold is a compound called squalene. This should get your attention because your body already produces it. Squalene is a primary component of your sebum, the natural oil that keeps your skin hydrated, soft, and protected. Here's the catch. Our natural squalene production peaks in our early 20s and then begins a steady decline. This is one of the key reasons skin becomes drier and less resilient as we age. Most skincare products that try to combat this use squalane, which is a hydrogenated, more stable version derived from sources like shark liver or sugarcane. But Healthy Ysole uses the pure, unadulterated squalene that comes directly from their olives. It's plant-based, cruelty-free, and so identical to what your skin is missing that it is absorbed almost instantly. It's like giving your skin a drink of its own youth. It replenishes what time has taken away, restoring that supple, dewy quality that you thought was gone for good. It's a profound level of hydration that a simple moisturizer sitting on the surface can never hope to achieve. Of course, this oil is also a rich source of fat-soluble vitamins, primarily vitamin E and vitamin K. We all know vitamin E as the healing vitamin. It helps to repair damaged skin, fade scars, and soothe irritation. But it's also a powerful antioxidant in its own right, working alongside the polyphenol to create a comprehensive shield against environmental damage. Vitamin K is the unsung hero of skincare. It's essential for skin health, known for its ability to improve elasticity and help with issues of discoloration, like dark circles under the eyes or spider veins. Now, you can't get this level of potency from just any olive oil. The vast majority of olive oil, even extra virgin oil sold in supermarkets, has been processed, blended, or has sat on a shelf for so long that its delicate polyphenol have oxidized and degraded. The source and the method are everything. The creators of Healthy Ysole understood this. They didn't just go to a supplier, they went on a pilgrimage. They sourced their oil from a single estate of ancient, gnarled olive trees in a secluded, sun-drenched valley in Andalusia, Spain. These trees are hundreds, some nearly 1,000 years old. Their roots run so deep they pull minerals and nutrients from soil untouched by modern pesticides or fertilizers. The olives are harvested by hand at the precise moment of inviatura, the point where they begin to turn from green to black, the exact moment their polyphenol content is at its absolute peak. And within hours of being picked, they are taken to a traditional stone mill where they are cold-pressed. This is critically important. Cold-pressed means no heat or chemicals are ever used in the extraction. Heat is the enemy of nutrients. It destroys the very polyphenol and vitamins that make the oil so powerful. This process is slow, inefficient, and yields far less oil than modern industrial methods. But what it produces is a vibrant, green, peppery oil so thick with life and nutrients it's almost a serum. This is the oil that forms the base of every single bar. This liquid gold does more than just add its own benefits. It elevates every other ingredient in the soap. It acts as the perfect delivery system. Its molecular structure allows it to carry the detoxifying minerals from the volcanic ash and the healing compounds from the wild harvested herbs deep into the epidermis, to the layers of skin where they can actually make a difference. It ensures the potent botanicals don't just wash off, but are absorbed and utilized by your skin cells. The moisturizing properties of the oil perfectly balance the deep cleansing power of the ash, so your pores are purified without your skin ever feeling tight. The antioxidants in the oil protect the delicate herbal extracts from degrading, preserving their potency from the first use to the last. It is the great unifier, the conductor of this entire symphony of ingredients, ensuring they all work together in perfect, healing harmony. We have the earth in the volcanic ash. We have the life of the plant kingdom in the sacred herbs. We have the liquid gold of the ancient groves in the olive oil. The trinity of land, life, and legacy. But one element is missing. The element that gives the brand its very name. The soul. What is the final ingredient that captures the very essence of the sun itself, locking its life-giving energy into every single bar? The answer is not a physical substance you can hold. It's not an extract or a powder. It's a sacred solar process that transforms this soap from an excellent product into a daily ritual of profound renewal. This process is known as solar curing. Unlike mass-produced soaps hardened quickly in sterile dark rooms, each bar of healthy Y-Sol is placed to rest in the gentle, watchful presence of the sun. For weeks, they bathe in its light, not just drying, but absorbing its vibrational energy. Think of it as a slow, natural infusion. The sun's rays act as a final, purifying element, locking in the potency of the botanicals and energizing the molecular structure of the oils. This is the soul in healthy Y-Sol. It's the sun's blessing bestowed upon every bar. So when you hold this soap, you are holding the culmination of a journey. You're holding the nourishing earth in the oils and clays, the healing wisdom of the plants in the botanicals, and the life force of the cosmos in the sunlight it has absorbed. It transforms the simple act of cleansing into a ritual of connection, connecting you back to the earth, back to the sun, and ultimately, back to the most radiant, healthy version of yourself. This is the final ingredient, the one that makes all the others sing. It's not just soap. It's sunshine captured.